Okay, let's talk about the 2 ways to tell if you ovulated. We've been talking a lot about progesterone and how if you have no or a very low progesterone, that means you are not ovulating regularly because ovulation creates progesterone, and that's the only way you can get it is by ovulating. So here's how you can tell if you ovulated. It's not just if you get your period. You could actually bleed, but it's not a full cycle of a period. And here's how you can tell that you're definitely ovulating. 2 ways are testing your cervical fluid and your basal body temperature. So your basal body temperature, you have to use a specific thermometer. It's called a basal body thermometer. You get it on Amazon. You can't just use a regular thermometer. It doesn't get to the degree that you need it to. So you test it every single morning, and once you start to see that your temperature spiked for more than 3 consecutive days, then you know you ovulated at the start of that rise. So once you see a spike, it has to stay that spike for at least 3 consecutive days to know that you ovulated. And then it should stay that high temperature for about 11 to 16 days after that. But it's not just any spike. You could have a random spike throughout your cycle, but it has to be for 3 consecutive days, okay? It doesn't count if it's just like a spike and then it's back down, and a spike and then it's back down. That does not mean you ovulated, okay? So your cervical fluid too gets like an egg white consistency. That's how you know also. But the reason why that's not the only thing that you have to test is because you can get that cervical fluid just from estrogen excess, like throughout different parts of the phases in your cycle. So it's not the only thing you can test. It is a good way, but it's not the only thing. You have to really do that with the basal body temperature to know for sure. All right, and again, with the basal body temperature, real quick, because I know it's confusing. I was confused at first for a while, but it is, you test your temperature every single morning. There's a whole method on it, so you could read all about that. But the point is with the ovulating, you see a spike for at least 3 consecutive days. And then you know, okay, I ovulated, and it's gonna stay that high temperature for about 11 to 16 days after that. That's how you know you had a cycle where you ovulated, all right? If you have any questions, please let me know. Drop it in the comments. If you don't know if you have low progesterone and you can't get a blood test right now, head to my bio. I have a free hormone imbalance quiz, and you pinpoint your symptoms towards specific hormones, and you can see what's out of whack.